Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your hats because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Detroit Lions and the entire NFC North. Rumors are swirling, and the NFL insiders are buzzing about a potential blockbuster deal that might reshape the landscape of the division. And no, I'm not talking about a minor trade or a depth signing. We're talking about a move that could significantly elevate the Lions' pass rush, a unit that's already been performing well but has room to grow, especially considering the upcoming playoff push. The name at the center of all this speculation is Danielle Hunter, the elite edge rusher from Houston. Yes, Hunter, a four-time Pro Bowler, who has consistently been one of the top pass rushers in the league since his draft out of LSU in 2015, could soon be donning the Honolulu Blue. And if this happens, it might be one of the most strategic and impactful moves the Lions have made in recent years. Now, just to give you a quick refresher, Hunter has been a force since entering the league. He's accumulated an impressive 105 sacks over his career so far, with 14 tackles for loss and pressures numbering around 360. His win rate of 24% and a double-team rate of 32% speak volumes about his ability to generate consistent pressure even when faced with double teams. In 2024, Hunter was having an outstanding season, with 5 sacks, placing him among the top 8 edge rushers in the NFL, along with 14 TFLs, a plus 0.23 EPA per snap, which is elite, and a PFF grade of 90. 1, ranking him as the third best among edge defenders. His pass rushing prowess was on full display in Week 5 against the Bills, where he recorded 5 pressures and a sack, demonstrating his ability to impact games at the highest level. But what makes this move so interesting is the context surrounding the Texans, who are currently sitting at a 3-2 record in a division that's highly competitive. Houston, despite their solid start, has been struggling to contain the pass rush, allowing 27 sacks in just 5 games, a number that's clearly a concern for them. And that's where the rumors kick in. The Texans, in a strategic move, are reportedly willing to part ways with Hunter, mainly because they're trying to free up cap space, around $15 million, and focus on building their offensive line, which has been a weak point, especially when you consider the 27 sacks allowed. Houston's priority seems to be balancing the roster and focusing on their young quarterback, C.J. Stroud, who's been thriving but needs more protection. The Texans are also emphasizing their surplus of defensive linemen and the overall need to get younger and cheaper at certain positions. Trading Hunter for a second-round pick in 2026 could be a smart move for them long-term, as they focus on developing their rookie players and maintaining flexibility in the cap. Now, for the Lions, this isn't just a minor upgrade. This is a seismic shift. Imagine having Danielle Hunter rushing alongside Aiden Hutchinson, a duo that would strike fear into any offensive line in the league. Hunter's ability to devastate offensive lines, especially from the edge, complements Hutchinson's relentless motor and power. Together, they could form one of the most lethal pass-rushing tandems in the NFL. Statistically, adding Hunter could push the Lions' sack total from around 15 sacks in the first 5 games to a projected 30 or more. That would be a monumental increase, and it could dramatically change the way opposing offenses game plan against Detroit. The impact extends beyond just sacks. Hunter's presence would elevate the entire defense, allowing more opportunities for blitzes and stunts, which could lead to turnovers and more third-and-long stops. His rushing skills also boost the defense's overall pressure rate, which is already solid but could become elite with him in the fold. The Lions, currently ranked in the top 10 in sacks, would see a significant bump, potentially making them a top 3 pass rush unit in the league. This, in turn, would reduce the points allowed per game from around 18 to potentially as low as 15, giving Goff more opportunities to operate with a lead and control the clock. And let's not forget the bigger picture, the playoff implications. With Hunter on board, Detroit's odds of making a deep postseason run skyrocket. Their Super Bowl odds could even see a notable jump, from plus 2,500 to plus 1,500, reflecting the added firepower and confidence in their ability to get after the quarterback. Plus, in the NFC North, where the division is already highly competitive with teams like the Vikings, Packers, and Bears, having a player of Hunter's caliber could be the difference in clinching the division and hosting playoff games at Ford Field. The NFC North this season is shaping up to be a slugfest, with every game counting, and a dominant pass rush can often be the X factor in close contests. Of course, no move is without its risks. The Texans are in a tricky spot financially, and overpaying for a player like Hunter might not be in their long-term plan, especially considering their focus on rookies and youth development. They are trying to keep their cap manageable, and losing Hunter could lead to a dip in their pass rush, which has already been somewhat inconsistent this year. After trading away Hunter, the Vikings, for example, experienced a drop in pressures and sacks, and that's a cautionary tale for Houston. The NFC division race remains unpredictable, with odds favoring the Vikings at plus 4,000 in the AFC. But for Detroit, adding Hunter could be the missing piece to finally topple the NFC Giants and make a serious push for the Super Bowl. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture for the Lions this season. They entered 2024 with high expectations, coming off a strong 4-1 start. Their offense, led by Jared Goff, has been efficient, but their pass rush has been somewhat exposed in certain games. Adding Hunter would address that weakness and make their defense much more formidable. The Lions have been slightly above average in generating pressure, but haven't quite reached elite status yet. Hunter's arrival would push them into that echelon, transforming Ford Field into an even more intimidating place for quarterbacks. The Lions have also been smart in building their roster around a core of talented players like Hutchinson and the emerging young talent on defense. But it's the addition of a veteran, proven pass rusher like Hunter that could put them over the top. Remember, this team is hungry for its first Super Bowl appearance since 1991, and every strategic move counts. With Hunter, they can create a more aggressive, relentless defense that keeps opposing quarterbacks on their heels, especially in cold-weather playoff games where pass rush becomes even more critical. And the odds are shifting accordingly. The Super Bowl odds for Detroit have already shortened from plus 2,500 to plus 1,500, which shows the betting community's confidence in this potential move. The NFC North is now considered a more open division, with the Lions emerging as serious contenders. The Vikings, Packers, and Bears all have their strengths, but with a pass rush that includes Hutchinson and potentially Hunter, Detroit could establish dominance not just in the regular season, but also in the playoffs. That's the kind of impact that can push a team from good to great, from playoff contender to Super Bowl favorite. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the specifics of how this move would work, the logistics involved, and whether it's really going to happen. Well, as of now, it's still unconfirmed officially, but the rumors are gaining momentum. The Texans' willingness to move Hunter for a second-round pick in 2026 suggests that talks could intensify in the coming days. It would be a savvy move for Houston, giving them cap relief and a chance to focus on their young players, while for the Lions, it's an opportunity to add a proven star who can make an immediate impact and help them chase that elusive Super Bowl title. And let's not forget the intangibles. Hunter's leadership, work ethic, and experience are qualities that will resonate in the Lions' locker room. His presence could elevate the entire defense, inspiring the young guys to elevate their game. Plus, with a contract that's manageable for Detroit, it's a smart, strategic move that could pay dividends down the line. The Lions have been building steadily, and acquiring Hunter could be the final piece that cements their status as true contenders. It's the kind of move that can define a franchise's season and set the stage for years of success. So, as fans, we have every reason to be excited. The potential addition of Danielle Hunter isn't just about boosting sacks or stats, it's about transforming the entire defensive philosophy of the Lions. It's about taking that next step, making a bold statement to the rest of the NFL, and showing that Detroit is here to compete at the highest level. The NFC North is already a battleground, and with Hunter in the mix, the Lions could become the division's dominant force, pushing for playoff supremacy and a deep run in January. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. Do you believe Hunter is the missing piece that can finally push Detroit to Super Bowl glory? Do you think Houston will hold on or make the deal happen? Let us know what you think, and don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This is a team on the rise, and with moves like this, the future looks incredibly bright. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep that Lions pride alive.